A potential breakthrough in the government shutdown crisis is on the horizon as senators engage in intense negotiations. The shutdown, poised to become the longest in history, has left the country in a state of uncertainty. But there's a glimmer of hope as a bipartisan group of senators works towards a solution. The battle for bipartisanship. Senate Majority Leader John Thune expressed optimism, acknowledging the challenges but remaining hopeful. Republicans believe Democrats are playing a waiting game, biding their time until after the elections. However, a crucial vote on advancing the GOP-backed resolution failed, leaving Democrats unmoved. The search for a compromise. Senate Democrats, after a lengthy caucus, remain tight-lipped about the potential deal. Senator Markwayne Mullin, an Oklahoma Republican, expressed confidence that the shutdown will end soon, citing assurances from Democratic leaders. The focus of the bipartisan talks is on a minibus package, a collection of full-year appropriations bills alongside the continuing resolution. Unraveling the minibus. The minibus, a complex beast, consists of 3 separate bills. One funds military construction and the Department of Veterans Affairs. Another provides funding for the legislative branch, and the third supports the FDA and Department of Agriculture. Senator Katie Britt, an Alabama Republican, has been actively involved, emphasizing the need to pass appropriations bills to break the stalemate. The GOP strategy. Republicans are offering a vote on extending health care tax credits under the Affordable Care Act in exchange for Democratic support. Senator Mike Rounds outlined the GOP's thinking, suggesting that the appropriations package could entice Democrats to move beyond a simple continuing resolution. Republicans are committed to a return to regular order, aiming to pass all 12 full-year funding bills rather than a massive year-end bill. The deadline dilemma. The continuing resolution, if passed, would only fund the government until November 21st, leaving appropriators with a tight timeline. Senator Susan Collins, the top appropriator in the Senate, advocated for a December deadline, believing it could increase the chances of resolving the funding fight through individual bills. A house of cards? House Speaker Mike Johnson, however, ruled out a December continuing resolution, citing concerns about a pre-holiday deadline and the potential for massive omnibus legislation. Senator Thune acknowledged the need to push back the deadline, but remained non-committal on the exact timing. Productive talks, but cautious optimism. Senators described the talks as more productive, but with a note of caution. Senator Gary Peters emphasized the sensitivity of the negotiations, while Senator Collins expressed cautious hope for a resolution by the end of the week. Senator Thune remained optimistic, but acknowledged that any senator could potentially slow down the process. The way forward. As the talks continue, the country awaits a resolution to the government shutdown. Will the bipartisan efforts bear fruit, or will the impasse persist? Only time will tell. But here's where it gets controversial. Is a short-term fix the best solution, or should we aim for a more comprehensive, long-term approach? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments.